Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the Let Me Introduce You series. As I said, this is the Let Me Introduce You series where I get to introduce you to authors that I have found, have loved, have enjoyed, and want you to get to know them a little bit better. I've also talked to some publishing people. So at this time, let me introduce you to Miss Blue Saffire. Please introduce yourself to us.
Hi, I'm Blue Saffire, and I am a indie published author, and I publish myself. It's the same thing. I just said the same thing twice.
Hey, it works. It works. So we're going to answer this question first. Are you strictly independent, or are you a hybrid and possibly traditional as well?
I was a hybrid author. I am currently now strictly indie. I prefer it that way.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna let that one go because you already answered it. You already opened that door and stuff like that. We're gonna go back to the start. Okay, you ready to go back to the start?
Sure.
When did you realize that you wanted to be an author?
Oh, this is a cool story. So my mom was a paraprofessional for almost 20 years, and she was big on education. So when I was about 2, she had my older cousins who are like 8 years older than me teach me what they know. And this is something that we keep in the family now. Our kids teach what they learn. So they helped me learn to write and read. So by 2, I was reading and writing and a smart ass. So
I bet. 2 years old. That's supposed to be terrible too. Jeez.
So then my mom started giving me these brown notebooks. They were brown with a black spine. And I started writing stories and poems and stuff in there. So I've always known I love to write and make up stories.
Okay. Now you said that you write contemporary, correct?
Yes.
Do you branch out into anything else besides contemporary?
It's coming. I have a 5-book series coming in. I don't think I'm gonna cram it into 2022. It's gonna be the opening of 2023, the Immortal I Am Brothers series. I'm so excited about this.
I love sounds paranormal. Okay. That's what I was now. So would you consider you have me all out of order, by the way. You consider your work husband's series contemporary?
Yes, because it's in present time. So yes, that's definitely contemporary. But it also falls under the mafia umbrella and genre. So we're a little everywhere.
We'll table that because I'm coming back to that one. Oh, do I have questions for you? So where do you find your inspiration for your stories?
They come to me in dreams, or if I'm at the sink doing dishes, actually getting ready for this, washing my face today. I had characters start talking, so they come and they tell me who they are, and then I bring them to you.
Nice. And are you a pantser or a plotter?
I am a little bit of both. And because I write so quickly, I'm getting more into plotting, or at least knowing where the series wants to go, because I'm getting ready to switch my pattern and start with rapid releases. So instead of you guys waiting for the whole Work Husband series, because I know the last 2 books are taking a little bit longer, the series will be finished when it comes out. And that means they'll drop back to back to back.
Nice. So a lot of authors are hesitant, I guess you could say, to the rapid release. How do you manage that?
Don't know. We're going to see. I haven't done one yet. We're going to see. The whole thing is to make sure that I'm sustaining my income while I'm doing that. So as long as I can do that, we're going to be fine.
Okay. So is writing your only thing you got going on?
Full-time author.
Okay. And would you classify yourself as salty, sweet, spicy, or savory?
I'm spicy and savory. You're going to enjoy me, but I'm going to give you all that spice in your mouth too.
Oh, okay.
The
Yes.
New Yorker comes out, and that's it.
New Yorker. So born and raised from New York?
Yes. I only spent 2 years in West Virginia when I was like 12, 13. Yeah.
Okay. And how much of that plays into your writing?
A lot. Them crazy characters come from experience, stuff that I've grown up with, being outside waiting for your best friend to come downstairs and the kids from across the street coming to jump you. Like, yeah, all that spice and holding your own. Yes. All of that comes from real life experience.
Oh my God. You don't understand how many questions just popped into my head from just that one statement. You have like thrown a wrench in my normal interviewing like flow, because I guess I'm gonna hold on to them. I'm gonna hold on to it because I got some questions. So what is your perfect writing environment?
I just redid this office to bring me serenity. So it has to be, there's a lot of glam going on in here.
Okay.
There's a lot of serenity. And if my brain is out of whack, I need music to silence everything else. So it doesn't have to be anything to influence the book, but something that's just going to keep me focused on what I'm doing. Lately, Ether has been playing in my ears to keep me from Nas, keep me focused. And it's like,
my,
zero in.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
A few months ago, it was Imaginary Dragons, I think, Enemy. So
yes.
I'm a
So
little
you
bit
play a
all
song on repeat, or
on
is it
repeat.
like an album? Oh wow.
On repeat.
Wow. Okay. And you stated that you like to use experience in your stories and things like that. So how does that drive your injection of diversity in your characters?
This is interesting because I was asked to write for a particular publisher and do a male romance. So I do write as Royal Blue with male romance, and I'm not a man. So it was like, how do I do this? I found that those stories helped me to dig deeper for the story, to put real emotional feelings into the characters instead of being driven by like their work life or friends and things. It was more of the emotional connection that helped me to connect with them and bring them to life, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Did I answer your question?
What was that?
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, definitely. Because that just rolls us into my next question of how much research goes into your writing, since you do use so much diversity.
If you can see the back of this office and the stacks of books, like even at my side right here, there's a stack of books because I want to write this Viking series. It's Vikings and Orishas. So like I'm going into two different cultures that I want to bring together. And in order to do that, I don't like writing anything and sounding like an encyclopedia. So I need to read it, immerse myself, feel like I've lived it, and then I'll write it. So I don't really write anything that I don't feel like I experienced. My Brother's Black series, the Irish family was actually influenced by a family that I met in West Virginia when I was there for the 2 years. My best friend and her family, and yes, she had all those brothers. So that was really the influence for that Irish family. They cursed like sailors. They were absolutely funny. So it helped a lot with that series. Cassie was my mom and my grandmom, but the rest of the characters came from that Irish family that I actually knew.
Oh, that's amazing. So do you employ or use sensitivity readers when you're...
For the Work Husband series, I did go with a sensitivity reader because of the polyamorous relationship. I haven't experienced that. She and I have talked a lot. I have gotten so much information from her. So like, and we have like real normal conversations where she's detailing things to me out of my curiosity. So, and then when I speak back to her about how I get it, she lets me know. Like my heart was so filled when she told me that the book nailed her life. That made me feel so good. I really didn't care about anybody else's opinion. If you didn't understand the life, that's fine. But because she lived this life, this is her life. And she said I nailed it. I was so happy. So yeah, this time I have used a sensitivity reader.
That's amazing. And so I have read a good amount of your books. Do you believe in trigger warnings, or how's our feelings on trigger warnings?
No, I have never seen a traditional publisher use a trigger warning. And I have read for some contests where traditional publishers have put their authors' books in, and girl, they raped, pillaged, all types of stuff throughout the book that should have had a warning, but there was no warning. So I don't believe in it.
Okay. Alrighty. So talking about your books, the Asshole series, that's where I started, was the Asshole series. So I know that all of the books aren't yours, but the first book is yours. Are you the brainchild of the series?
Yes, the first book is mine and the last two are. And it's actually the last book that triggered the whole series for me. Helix popped up, and if I can remember what he said, I'll tell you, because it was really a dickish thing to say. It was something like he could give a fuck if what you cared about him or what you thought about him. Did he look like he give a? And I was like, oh, I like you. Come here. And then I ran to some of the authors that were in the series, and I was like, look, I want to do this. This is Helix. Let's go. So yeah. It was birthed from him, and he's the last book in the series.
Okay. And how did you choose the other authors that you worked with?
Some of them used to be signed to me, and Tiffany Patterson is a friend of mine who I met early on in my publishing career. So I was like, Tiff, come on. And she was like, yeah. So that's how we got together and did that.
Now, signed to you, do you have a publishing company, ma'am?
I do, but I no longer sign authors. I'm not doing that again. That broke away from me focusing on, because I have more than one pen name, and I can't do what I do with clear focus and without the stress and do what I do as an author. They're two separate brains, and I was doing it for a while, and then it just became too much, and I was actually talking to Kenya Wright. And I don't think she knows this, but she was talking to me, asking me about working on something. And I said to her, I'm burnt. I'm just tired. And I can't. I was like, I have my author. And she was like, oh, I forgot you're publishing for others. I used to do that, girl, but I let that go. And I was like, ooh, you know what?
We can let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Within I think the next day, I had to let it go.
Found your center. That's amazing. So do you purposefully connect your series? Because if I'm not mistaken, you have some Easter eggs in some of the books, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
My husband and I both have MBAs in marketing. And when I started, we were looking for ways to make my writing unique and also make it so that it will hook and grab you and keep you coming and moving. So that's the point of stacking them. And I happen to be really good at it. So
you are. Because I was like, I need to continue. I
hook a series, and then I'll take another series and hook that one in. So it's like a whole process of bringing them all together.
Okay. So, now we're going to get into it. We got to get into this. Work husbands. Where did this inspiration come from? Because I have got to know.
Gio is the one who introduced this series to me. Actually, I had the first cover, Unexpected Lovers. One of my cover designers, I love her. She did the entire series, and I bought this as a single, and it was actually Holiday Lovers. And I was gonna write it to be a holiday, and I was like, Gio kept talking, and when he showed up, I didn't know who he was. He was just very boisterous, and he was a friend of Lizzie's. And I'm like, well, who is this guy, and why does he keep talking? And then when he showed me Jace and their relationship, I was like, oh, Blue Sapphire doesn't do male. What are you talking about? And he's like, oh, I'm not gay. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're not. So then she had another cover sale, and this cover was on sale, and it was called My Best Friend's Dad. And I was like, that's not what I'm gonna do though. And I was like, okay, since it's the Work Husband, because Work Husband started with the short story, which you get for free when you sign up to my newsletter. That's Lance and Summer. And I was like, oh, people kept asking me to expand on their series. I'm like, okay. And when I'm looking at these two covers, because usually if I'm going to do a light story, the cover is going to be light. If I'm going to do a dark story, the cover is going to be dark. That's
Neither
why
one of them books are dark. I mean, light. What you ma'am? That book.
Cover is dark. Like
Unexpected Lovers is not. It's not.
Colors. As opposed to I don't have them like right in my reach, but as opposed to like my Bowler series, that's fun and light, and you don't get the mafia in there. And then Hush is all mafia, so the covers are black. Brothers Black, they're black. All those books have a darker content to them.
Okay.
So I was going to debate on what I was going to do. And I couldn't figure out. And everybody was like, oh, do dark. You haven't done dark in a while. Go dark. So when I decided to go there, I'm like, okay, let Gio be Gio. And that's what he says, boo, I'm the Dawn. And this is what this is. And I'm hiding behind this. And I'm a freaking puppet master. And when I'm building this, you're going to know who you are. I was like, oh, okay. And then he just got angrier with each book because it's like they're forcing him to hide. And everyone's telling him who he is. And he's like, no, I'm not. So, boom, we have a whole series.
So let me guess, you purposefully did Gio and Jace's book as 3 and 4.
Yes. And some people are like, oh, I feel like I'm missing something when I start with book 1. And I'm like, you're not.
No. My goodness. So like my review for the 3rd book will come out prior to this, but I will be letting everyone know the order in which it is written and put out. 1, 2, and 3 is the way that it needs to be read, because I went and looked at some of the reviews for the book 3, and I was like, and people were like sort of complaining about how it feels disjointed and this and that, and I'm like, did y'all read books 1 and 2? Because it fits perfectly for me. It was like, oh, now we're getting all this backstory on why his brothers feel this way, and it was just absolutely amazing. And so when are we getting book number 4?
I'm so over word count, it's not even funny. So
I don't care that it's over word count. Ma'am.
I'm hoping once I get it to the proofer, probably what month are we in? We're going into November. Then November. I need to be finished because I have to get the last Asshole Club books out. I have so much I still need to touch this year. So yeah, I need to be done. We need to be finished. And
yeah, I need some answers.
That one is a whole. Oh.
Yes, I bet, ma'am. I was sitting. So, quick story about how I finished book number 3. I am sitting at my son's swim practice. Swim practice is held at a school, at an aquatic center. So I'm up in the stands, and I'm doing one of these numbers. Got my mask on. How about? I got people around me looking at me like I'm absolutely nuts. Like I am crazy because I am sitting in this chair rocking. What?
And this is when I wish I would have held book 3 to put out book 4 simultaneously, because people are messaging and leaving reviews saying what they weren't, like what Jace wasn't, how he didn't get whatever. And I'm like, but you didn't finish this. It's not done. Like, you don't even understand who's the mastermind behind all of this. Y'all still looking at Geo telling you it's him. There are so many puppet masters in this series. It's not even funny. It's like, oh my God, just let them be. Let me do what I do. Let it be. Enjoy.
Because that car scene, ma'am. That is all I'm gonna say about that. That is all I'm gonna
tell that man he don't love that woman. From the scene in the gym when she's mad and trying to find her, he knew what he was gonna do. Don't ever tell that man he don't love that woman.
Yep. And that was one of the complaints, was that 24 years. Why are you waiting for 24 years? And I was like, how would you not? How would you not? All the things that man did.
These are 3 best friends. I don't, if you're, you know what? If you're not reading for comprehension, that's not my problem. It's not my problem, because it's so laid out, and I'm tired of being forced to dumb down. I'm not doing that. So if I'm not for you, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, because I did this from my soul, and I know I wrote the hell out these books, so I'm okay. It's all right. It is all right. Yes, it's all right.
Well, you got me. I'm
yeah, and there are so many people who get it, and they're coming and saying I get it, and I love it, and oh my God, like, it had to be told the way it's told, and it makes sense. It does.
It makes so much sense. So before we go spoiling anything, I need to get off this topic, because I could talk. I could do a 30-minute TED talk on my feelings on this. I'm sure the review for this one is going to be long. So what book or series would you make into a movie of yours?
All of them. And Work Husband, definitely.
Wait. So you're going to have to pick one for each of these categories: a movie, a TV show, and a limited series. So
okay.
So you'll get the chance to put them where
the pieces fall would be a movie.
Okay, that is one book I haven't read yet.
Oh, when you see the Easter egg in there, what's going on with those characters, you will see why it should be a movie.
Okay. And which one would you make into a TV show? This is something that's going to be not network network, but like HBO. So you could get away with a little bit,
like a Stars type of thing.
Yeah, a little bit of over the top, a little bit, but not as filthy as maybe limited series, which is like Netflix and Hulu and things like that, where you get to go all out.
But just a little bit.
Just a little. Who are you making into a TV show?
Now you're talking to somebody with 56 books. So
see, this is why you should be able to, you can pick one of your babies. You can pick one. Or two. Or a series.
Legally Bound would be TV. Yes. Okay. There you go.
Is that a series or is that a single?
Yes, it is. It is a 10-book series, technically. Yep.
Is it? Oh my God, ma'am! Are you seriously? That's a lot of books I need to read now.
Because they're the 5 books, 5 brothers. So 5 of the books cover the brothers, but then there's a 5-book novella package from 5.0 to 5.4 that sets you up for 5.5, the last book. The fifth brother. So you're getting like tons of backstory that leads up to this climactic point that you're like, oh my God. So it's like you're grabbing something from his past and bringing it into his future. Kind of like you see the Work Husband, but I did it a little bit differently. So yeah, you're seeing it from multiple camera lenses and meeting different
Okay.
characters as you are. So
Oh.
that would be amazing as a TV series.
And who are we doing a limited series? No holds barred, just giving it to us.
The Brothers Black series. Because you got to
Hmm.
get all them piercings and all that in there. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, who is our main male MC or main male character? Let me see if I can get that out for where the pieces fall. Who's your inspiration for that?
Caleb Perry. I would be giving you a spoiler if I told you where the inspiration came from.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Sorry. There's something unique about the hero. And if I tell you how I came up with him, you would know what's unique about him. Sorry.
Okay. So we're going to switch then to a different book. Made me sad.
It was a former profession. That's what I'll say.
Oh, no. You can keep your secrets. You can keep your secrets. It's fine. It's fine. In that case, would it give anything away if I had inspiration for Geo, Jace, and Nyla?
I'm a New Yorker. They kind of were like a New York vibe. And I had some anger issues going on when I started the series. So Geo is me. Like all his anger and all his mind, Geo's me. All three of them are me, actually.
Wow. That is wild.
You are looking into my brain as you read the three of them. The people pleaser, the protector, and the mastermind. That all three of them are me.
Wow. Okay. I'll let you. Oh, okay. We'll go with that. Ma'am. Just threw this whole interview off. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it.
I am.
So, name 3 authors that you would love to recommend and think more people should go check out.
LaShawn Vassar, Anne Selly.
Naima.
Oh, forgive me, love, because she is one of my favorite people.
Naima Simone.
I'm sorry.
She's one of mine as well. You know what you say when you're like, I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm gonna pronounce it how I think it said, and then the person is like, the person you're talking to, so like me, I was like, I know this name, what is she's trying to say, and then your pronunciation is like impeding my known pronunciation of her, and I'm like,
and that's what's going on in my brain because I know how to say it right. It's just like at this moment, it's like
it's not there.
Brain fried. No. I told you I was a whole hour early for this interview, thinking that I was on time. My brain sucks today.
It's not even someone, and we love her. She has been here, and we love her work as well. Yes, definitely love her. So I have 4 random questions for you. You ready to play? Mm-hmm. All righty. So, if you could talk to one species of animal, what would it be?
Dragon.
Dragons aren't real. Actually, I mean, they are.
I didn't know how to be real.
It is an animal. I'll give it to you. I'll give that one to you. Oh my goodness. But there are dragons. I mean, there's the kimono dragon or something or another. That's that big, largest lizard or whatever over in the Galapagos Islands. Or are those the turtles? I guess it could be. Okay. Which band or artist, dead or alive, would play at your funeral?
Foul Al, my husband. Period.
Oh, so your husband's a musician?
Yes.
Love it. Continue in support through death. Okay, I got you. Alrighty. Would you rather be in shape and have a great body, but an ugly face, or have a gorgeous face but be overweight?
Oh, we've been doing this for life. I was 220 pounds, messed up, couldn't write, upside down. So we're going to do cute and chubby if we have to. We've been there. Struggling with this last 20 pounds. Oh my gosh.
Okay. That's like life for us already. So and our final question is, which celebrity chef would you most like to make you dinner?
Bobby Flay.
Really? Why Bobby Flay?
He has that New York vibe and he seasons his food. He seasons everything. Okay. When he's cooking, he tells you you're supposed to season everything. Yes, Bobby, because I'm not messing with no bland food. I'm sorry.
That is amazing. Well, Blue Saffire, ma'am, this has been an enjoyable time. My face hurts, and I want to thank you for the few laughs. I hope some people grab some of your wisdom from the beginning about writing and your process. And I hope people go out and check out your books. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me.
No problem. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Alrighty, so that was Blue Saffire. Go check out those books because they're amazing. They will hook you in and they will drag you on, and you will just be devouring them. Like seriously, that Work Husband series is mwah, chef's kiss. If you want to know more about that series, make sure you're checking out my review of it. It just released recently, so go back and check out those weekly reviews. If you want to know more about Blue Saffire, check down in the description box so you can follow her and check out her books. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there's a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel, my author suggestion form, and my author playlist. And Let Me Introduce You series application is down there in the description box as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video.